Buddy. Before I get into this live, I'd like to update you on why I decided to do a live. I was just going to do an update here, and I decided, you know what? I'll see how many people show up, and if nobody interacts with me during this live, I'll just do it as a normal update as I planned on doing when I first came on. But I decided I would see if there was anybody out there who was struggling maybe with what's going on in the charts, and I'd be able to update you in real time. So I decided, you know what? Let's do it this way. Few things to talk about here. If you were part of the copy trading on HOTCOIN, your patience with me has been rewarded. I said that I was suspending it until further notice. I worked with the team and customer service on HotCoin. I figured out the stronger liquidity pools, the ones that wouldn't put us at as big of a risk. And I actually went with my gut today and I reinitiated the copy trade, and it was a doozy. And there's still 13 people that decided to keep their money in there. So if you look, your copy trade is reactivated right now. And it's already closed, but we ended up making $108 or something. We'll go over that in a little bit, but I'm happy that I was able to work with the resolution on HotCoin. But the bigger issue is here. So just in case some of you that are watching or you're watching this after the live, you're like, whoa, why did the copy trade become active again? It took a few weeks. I worked with them. I suspended it until further notice. You've been notified. I just didn't want to notify anybody until after I'd started trading again so I could do what I needed. So that's that. So the reason I came on, though, wasn't because of that. The reason I came back on is because I wanted to update on XRP. There is a strong possibility here that XRP could have about a 4.5%, and it's a rally, but it's going to be one of those like flash hitters. I didn't even know how to properly word it in the live or the update title or the live title, but it's like a flash hit. That's the best way I can put it. Trading with J-Ride, welcome, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon badge. I was not expecting to come back on, but when I seen the market, I wanted to do an update, and then I started to think more and more people are liking when I do the later lives just because other parts of the world, the UK, Australia, and the ones on the other side, Asia, Japan, China. We have a lot of people over there in the Middle East as well. We can get a little bit of different opinion here as well. So let me do an intro real quick just so we can timestamp this. We'll go over all the information. Lee, welcome in. Loco Beaver, good evening. JW, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Bad. Pleasure to see you in here again, friend. Jorge, Max, welcome in. Shall you buy XRP now? We'll go over the charts, but I can't tell you yes or no because I'm not a financial advisor, but I can definitely show. We're going to go over the charts and you can make an informed decision, friend. Lee, good evening. Preston, welcome, says, love the updates, bro. I've been watching every day since I found you. Best of the best. Hey, I really appreciate that, Preston. That really means a lot to hear that. Vado, yo, thanks for the update. You're welcome, and I'm glad that I decided to do this in a live fashion. I was literally just going to do a quick update for like 10 minutes, and I decided, you know what, I explained it already, but it's already made it worth it to see the few of you that are already in here. So thank you all so much. So make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live and then recommends it when it becomes an update. And give me a few short moments. I'll do the intro very quickly, and we're going to get into this hot and heavy. So good evening. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Vado, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XP Meteor. John Hall, good evening, brother. Glad to see you back in here. Allison Love, welcome in. You are welcome. I'm glad that I could give you this live update. Missed one person. Who was that? Nut VR, good evening. Mox Factor, welcome. Nut says, love your channel and you're really good at this. I'm learning. Ooh, I want to read the rest of that. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate those kind words from everybody. Some would say I'm psycho because I watch this so closely. But you got to have a sense of consistency, and like for me, the consistency is what breeds the response of my confidence when I do things. And then doing the channel consistently, it allows me to bring us all together, and allows you guys to bring me a lot of information. Learning, I'm new to crypto, and I have 3K. I want to invest in XRP, but waiting for the right time to buy. It's a good time right now to evaluate and just watch. In this moment, because we're below the 2018 resistance, we can get volatile very quickly. But for anybody who was in the live, I I had talked about the fact that I thought after the flip of the clock, we had our best chance, not just for Ethereum or XRP, but crypto as a whole, before the weekly candle closes tomorrow, that our best chance to have a little bit of a rally here would be the flip after Saturday night at 8 p.m. So now it's starting. We had an initial tiny move down, and now we're starting to move up slowly but sure. It looks like a small bull flag could be formed. But I'm expecting XRP to get up to my price label at 58.3 cents. This thesis can be invalidated, however, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, or I'm not going to lie to you and be like, oh, it's guaranteed to come up for this quick 5% or almost 5%, flash rally, as I call it. Because if we lose 53.7 cents, it's invalidated. It's just that simple. If we come below 53.7, it's less likely, because then we're probably going to come down to 50 cents, and then it's going to turn it into a different kind of a rally. If we hold 50, then it's going to be a bigger hitter, but it's not going to be in the same kind of, let's put it this way. This is kind of like when you're, not to get sexual, but let's just say you're on the prowl, right? You're backed up, and you're basically, you're just getting ready, Somebody could touch you the wrong way, man or woman, and you could just have that moment. Well, that's how XRP is. If somebody just buys the right amount here, there's not exactly a bunch of sellers here getting ready to light it up. So if we can just get a few people that get a little interest, even if it's just a hit it and quit it with XRP, we can come up to 58.3 very quickly. And it's not going to take a lot of liquidity here. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It's not going to take a lot of liquidity, and it makes a lot of sense to come up there, because that's the 2018 resistance. It really does it makes a lot of sense to come up there. And if we're bearish, but it does make sense. However, even if it makes sense to me, the market players, the bigger fish, the trading bots, it might not play out in that fashion, but that's what I am seeing. We could get that flash hit real quick, just like a lightning, like a flash of lightning. Boom, in and out, and it could just be quick as that. But I'm looking at that 4.57% roughly. I think it's still about that right now. About 4.9. Right, JW the sides. Yeah, I guess so. We need you to be psycho on this. That's right. That's why you guys should have. That's why I think I'm a very big asset. I don't think you can find anybody who's so dedicated, just because I live it. And like for me, that Ethereum trade was big for me today too. Anthony, welcome in. Thank you for being in Tom's Army for 2 months plus with the XRP or with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. It was a big one for me, because it was not just the copy trade. It's psychologically just. It's not the whole, or not, forget the copy trade, the whole trade, forget the trade at all. It was a big one for me, because with Ethereum, I was watching a play in the market, and it was about where it was coming down to. And it was the fact that it actually fulfilled this pattern formation. It gave me more confidence to understand what kind of formation we're at overall with the entirety of the market. And the fact that it played off of that, and now it bounced off it, and it just allowed the easiest, in my opinion, just come back, because it had to retest this at the very least. And the fact it even came up at all, it did everything that I would have expected. And with the kind of trade I had, it wasn't even a hold. It was just, hey, this is for this initial bounce back. And it was 2-3 slingshots here, down, up. And then it finally did it on the third time when I wanted it, around 2008.30 to sell, or 2009.30. And it was just, I had the target at 2009.33 for myself. The wick came up and actually hit it. I don't think I hit the wick sale. I think I was a little bit below that. But there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to hold anything for more than just this. Ended up being a few hours. But I don't want to hold anything in its term as leverage, because I don't know what's going to happen here. I think we could get a quick hitter here, but at any moment we could get some bad news as well. So real quick, let me go over this, because everybody who's copy trades me going to be like, well, why is it active if you said you suspended it? Well, so what I did was I talked to them, and I tested their limits here with the liquidity pool. So they said that it could handle it with Ethereum and a few other things. So I went in and I tested them. I did a trade, and we made $109 there. So that's what I ended up doing. And right now, we had the $100 challenge, and right now we're up 120. For anybody who's still following, it says we have cumulative followers 44, but a bunch of people might have took their money out, because I said I suspended it until further notice. I finally got to talk to the right people, and they assured me Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP would be fine. I can trade those. Ethereum, they preferred Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Ethereum over any other ones as far as the liquidity. And I decided to put it to the test. And fortunately, I made $108 on that trade. But we started out, and our challenge was with $100. And right now, if you're still in here, we're up $123.78. So I don't know why the P&L says 19.47%. I can't tell you. I have less than $500 in here right now. It's like 200 and something. Whatever it's over the $100 on right now is what I have in here. But I was able to take advantage with the leverage and make that. So if you're still a part of this, I appreciate it. If you want to be part of it, join HOTCOIN and go to copy trade and type XRP future MIL. So that's on HOTCOIN for the copy trading. That's in the video description below. You can find that or BITUNIX. They just don't have copy trading, but XRP and everything's there. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees. So make sure you look at that in the video description. I'm using TradingView to view the charts. TradingView to view the charts. And that's on Google App Store. You can get it on the, I don't know, iTunes, but I don't know what the fuck it's called for Apple. I haven't had Apple in over a decade, maybe longer. But yeah. So anybody who stayed with that, thank you for the patience. And I promised I would bring it back, and I wasn't going to rush it. I just wanted to make sure what I was looking at with liquidity, because it's not just my money, it's everybody else's money that's on the line. So thank you for the patience. And right now we're up like $126 on our $100 challenge. So it's actually working out rather well for us. XRP 55.6 cents right now. I could really see it moving up. Not the 62 cents, so I don't see that right now. Let's see this chart. I don't see 60.8 cents on this reversal. I see that's, let me get rid of this. I see 58.3 cents. What does everybody think? Could everybody see that 58? Wow, there's 62 people in here. I really thought that I was just going to do like 15 minutes. It'd be more like a live update, wouldn't have many people, and then the majority would see it because it's getting later. But I appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming out. It means a lot to me. Out of curiosity, is anybody in here? Anybody who's in here, were you able to, was anybody in here able to sit it through with me on the copy trading? Because it still said that there was 11 active people. I'm curious to know who it is. There was 41 when I had to suspend it, so look at that. 31 people, or 30 people left for sure. But hey, you know, I think it's cool like that. Noah, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon badge. I greatly appreciate that. I just want XRP to go all-time high so I can get out and quit dealing with it. I get you. I get you. I get you. Kryptonian, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3+ months with the XP Meteor. You did catch me indeed. I just wanted to come on and update everybody with XRP on what I thought could happen and the way it could get invalidated. So in my opinion, unless we lose 53.7 cents, I think we should come to 58.3. We should have a big, just a quick hit. We should have a quick 4.7 to 5. It's actually like a 5% hit. Just a flash strike is basically what I'm looking at here. And I think it should retest her. And even if we're bearish, we should have enough testicular fortitude here with it being a thinly traded weekend, with it our last shot in the weekly candle to make any kind of noise. I think this would be the time. This would be the time. And if this is acting as a inverted hammer candle instead of a gravestone, this would be the time for it in the weekly to come up and at least come back towards here and at least give us some semblance here of a retest. And then if it fails, then it can start coming back down. But doesn't necessarily say that, oh, we're just dead right now. We need that rejection, in my opinion. We came down on this candle. We've never got that rejection yet. I think we're looking for a rejection here. 4 hourly seems to agree with what I'm saying with the reversal candle here in the 4 hourly. So it kind of looks like we're looking for a reversal here. 4 hourly looks reversal. Now we just need to get over the 200-day at 55.89 cents, and then we should be able to make a play at that 58.3. That's what I'm seeing. The problem is, if this plays out as a bear flag, that's a big bear flag that could be set up. You know, we need to invalidate this. So boom, boom. If it gets here and gets rejected, it's going to bring us probably all the way down here. It doesn't mean it's going to do it in one shot, but it's probably going to go boom. We have 50 cents here. We've got 48. And then if it breaks that, then you're coming here. Well, no, no, no. I take that back. I take that back. Hold on. Bear with me for 1 sec. We have right here 42.3 cents that I think is a very strong support there. 42.3 cents. And look how we're set up right here in the 4 hourly. We need to continue to press over here. Otherwise, if we get rejected by the 200 here, we've already got bearish cross 20 through the 50 and the 100. If this comes through the 200, we've got a death cross here confirmed. If the 50 comes through the 200, it's lightning quick that it's probably going to come through. And the 2 hourly already spoke to this. And now the 4 hourly, we're trying to block it. The 2 hourly, we're unable to stop this from happening so far. So, but the 4 hourly does show a reversal. Daniel, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is my face superimposed. Yeah, ouch indeed. Ouch indeed. But yeah, still looks like that big W. We're still fighting with the resistance line. That's the thing. That's the thing. So, I mean, I've already done a live an hour just a couple hours ago. So, any other questions here this evening? I want to know any other questions while I'm here. Because that's what I'm seeing. We either get invalidated at that 53.2 cent level and we break through, or we should have a rally up to 58.3 in due time here, in the short order. So, it's either one or the other. There's no in between here. No in between here. None at all. That's just me being honest. There is no in between here. Oh yeah, I never finished the Ethereum chart. And the reason I sold it, like I said, I don't trust anything to hold it for longer than just a quick swing. And it was a leverage trade, yada yada yada. So anyhow, 2,933. We're looking at this in a smaller time. Whoops, in a smaller time frame. Now we need to look. It looks dangerous to me still. In the 30-minute, when we came up, we put in a reversal here. So I'm glad that I put that target out because that's where it felt like it could hit that range. And I said, I don't care what it does after that. It's just, if it hits there, I'm done. And that's exactly what I did. Man, that looks like a reversal down in the 30-minute. Interesting. Got 15 minutes, but man, that's interesting because if we do reverse down, if we come below 2,909 or around that area in the next 15 minutes, and we hold around that area, I mean, we're talking the market. It's very unstable here. Is the rest of it speaking this too? Might be. Might be in the short term. We might be going in for a small correction here in the short term. XRP, I mean, we could still pull up here and turn this into more of a Dragonfly doji, like a doji strike here. 4 hourly speaks a little differently than the 30, but the 30-minute is the start of a different pattern, you know, start of a different direction. So this could very easily drag us down here if this doesn't play out properly in the next 44 minutes. So if you're watching right now, pay attention to this because my voice isn't going to let me go on for an hour. I can guarantee that. I can already feel it. We need to hold, 53.7 cents. And as long as we're above that, we have that opportunity to run up and retest at 53.8 cents. As long as we don't lose 53.7. In due process, like in quick note, like quick timing, we need to get above 55.7 so that we can get back above the 200. That is one thing I can tell you right off the bat. So, and then Bitcoin, 19 minutes here. Wow. It's a beautiful one. I like this live update. It's technically a live, but it's not going to be as long as my normal live. Bitcoin's at 60,798, up $100 or 0.16%. I was surprised to see Ripple's last quarter report show transactions down 60%. Is that concerning to you? Not really. We're stuck at a standstill until after the lawsuit ends. At most institutions and most entities that want to buy what they need to buy through the ledger have already done it. The prices are already about as good as you're going to see now. So if these institutions haven't done it, and these bigger transactions haven't happened, it's because we have to wait through this lawsuit. So I'm not surprised. I mean, nothing really surprised me. I was surprised that we had a push in Q1, to be honest with you. I thought it was over elevated in Q1. So I think the 60% drop in Q2, that a lot of that just correlates to overreach in Q1. So apparently the true value of XRP is 17,500. Meh, I've heard that a lot. I don't necessarily I don't know how to react to that, but I don't get my hopes up with those numbers. I just look at a parallel between where we're at today and where we can be by 2028. That if it gets to 17,500, of course I'm going to be happy, but I'm going to be a quadrillionaire. So I'm not sure that amount of liquidity exists to put the price that high. That's just my personal opinion. Um, but Bitcoin 61,197 is the big area. We do look like a nice reversal in the 4-hourly. Do you find it odd the case hadn't officially been need yet? Ripple is posting on their official website about RLS. Yeah, there's two things that I find weird. One is obviously the RLUSD stablecoin garnering the approval and not getting slapped down, especially with that case going on. And the fact that real world assets are allowed on the ledger when supposedly Ripple, is operating under securities. And if XRP is a security, how could the ledger even be plausible place to have real world assets? And then with that being said, how can they allow U.S. treasuries being on there now? So, yeah. I don't make predictions. The only time I ever made a prediction was in 21, and I don't like to make predictions. 21, I said XRP hit a top, and it was going to go it was going to hit 52 cents before a correction back up. It's exactly what it did, and then I said $1.20, and it actually hit both of those when it came up for that resistance. And then I said sub 40 cents, and I said exactly where I was going to buy, and those are the predictions I made. Now, I'm not going to say end of the year it's going to do this or that. I think we're going to go through a struggle for what most people want until 2028. So for a couple years, we're going to have choppiness. And it's already started since, 22? 23 especially. We've had choppy waters. But remember, our pattern can't end here. And that's just Bitcoin. So watch that number. I don't really want to talk about Bitcoin anymore. But for XRP, remember, our pattern can go all the way until we get down here to December of this year. So we can go until right here. So, I mean, we still got time. Whoops. I don't like TradingView's update. I'll be honest with you. Anybody who has TradingView, I do not like the update. There's no reason for it. It's going to confuse a lot of people when they first come on here. There's just no reason for it. But XRP, what I was talking about, is right here. December of this year, it has to end. Otherwise, if it breaks down or breaks up, we'll find out in short order. But that's what needs to happen. And what I was showing earlier in the live, and I might as well update everybody. We had the support at 53.7. Resistance now is up around 58.3. That's where we anticipate it to hit. And on this pattern, if we can get past 58.3, the next hit up here is somewhere around 67. But we have resistance support. We got this mid-tier that we have to get past, which is the 2018 resistance. But this is how it's been playing, and that's a little bit of a pattern setup. So that's what I see, everybody. But to assure and to make sure that I can do my live in the morning, my update, I'm going to probably end it here. I thank everybody for coming out. If you're looking to trade like you see how I do, or if you want to be a part of what I do, look in the video description below and or pinned comments when this is posted, or just the video description below, I should say. There's BITUNIX and HOTCOIN. You don't need a VPN with both of them. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees you'll be able to find. You can copy trade me. I reactivated it. I tried it today and it worked pretty good. I got the clearance I needed from HOTCOIN customer service, and they went through with me step by step because I made them pull out all of the liquidity pools, and I wanted to see which ones were the stronger ones. So I now know the 2 that I'm going to be trading with if we do it. Actually 3 if I include XRP. That'll give us the best chance. And you can follow me there on HOTCOIN, but just I'm not going to talk about it. So it's going to happen when it happens, and if you see good or bad, you're just going to see it. I don't want it to be a part of my show, but I will show you, if something significant happens, good or bad. So Right now, that $100 challenge is up $128 roughly. So you do the math. It's been a good start to it. And anybody who's still a part of it, you're reaping the rewards already. So I appreciate everybody who puts faith in me. If you do appreciate what I do and you want to send a donation or join Tom's Army to go above and beyond, simply all I ask is you to pay it forward. And that could simply be a like, share, subscription. Not a paid subscription, but just subscribe to the channel. But if you want to pay it forward and go above and beyond, you can get the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens in month 1 by joining Tom's Army. And then other than that, consider sending a YouTube super chat once a month. If you don't want to do that, just hit the like button. That's all you really need to do. Really all you need to do, and be a voice of happiness and positivity. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Thank you for